Truckers X TV on air. We are now live in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to another episode of Somnium Files. In the previous episode, we just made our way to the Mizuki route. And we're going to keep on going with the story. If you have today's episode, make sure that like button supports push the channel.
Sure do. Can I get a glass? Double shochu curry shot.
Ew.
Better. I only see 2 of you. I was seeing 3 of you earlier, so that's an improvement. Reverse sync?
You tried to get into my head in the sink earlier, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play dumb.
Actually, Mizuki, it is possible that he does not remember. The recipient of a sync does not literally experience what happens in their somnium. So he would not remember that.
Then who was trying to reverse sync?
Perhaps Ryuki's subconscious. Or the collective unconscious.
Hey, Ryuki. Do you know the culprit?
If I did, I would have caught them already.
The man in the iron mask in Somnium. I know that he is the culprit in the HB case, Terror. But Dahlia Boat. Is that another pseudonym? I heard the boat part 6 years ago at the cathedral. But Dahlia, how did you know that part of the name?
Well, that's because...
Hey, Ryuki, what's wrong?
Ryuki's brain. I am detecting anomalies in the firing of multiple neurons. It is not fatal, but he will be unable to speak for a while.
What caused it?
Unknown. However, it is advisable to not continue pressing Ryuki further.
Then I guess I'll have to investigate the old-fashioned way.
Mizuki, I heard you synced into Ryuki, but you didn't get anything out of it.
It gets really tight in your eye socket, you know. I wanted to stretch out a bit so I don't get too used to that economy class.
Excuse me, my left eye is first class, unlike Date.
Body?
The rubbery part of you. That's not the eyeball.
Oh, this? I believe it is made from seaweed extract of some kind. In a predicament, you can eat it. Why do you ask? Isn't it obvious what I'm looking at?
Who is this cutie? Her cuteness is gonna make my eyes pop out of their sockets.
Your eye is already popped out.
No one ever compliments me, so I had to do it myself. But in all seriousness, I might just be the prettiest girl on the planet. Why is it I can't seem to find any decent men?
Because you've rejected every man that's come close to you?
Because they're all pushy basic bros. I'm Mizuki Date, formerly Okiura. I'm a senior at Sekiba High. I'm 18. I run a company and I'm a sinker at Abyss. Recently, I've been worried that my lifestyle is making my skin break out and I'm putting on weight. And since I run into so many low-life criminals, it's really been affecting me.
You seem tired. Don't push yourself too hard.
That's enough, Aiba. You can close it.
Oh, so you do understand that you did it without my permission.
You said you'd let me handle it.
And I also said not to do anything dangerous.
But I did find a lead.
Dahlia boat, huh? But what does that get us exactly?
I searched every database I have access to. I did not find anything that connects that name with terror.
There's gotta be some kind of hidden meaning. Ryuki would know.
You can't assume that, Mizuki. I checked the sync log this morning and something is definitely off. We know Ryuki isn't mentally stable right now. A person's memory can be wrong at times, especially after trauma or mental disturbance.
So we can't assume anything we got from Ryuki is the truth?
Boss is correct. There is no guarantee that what is experienced in Somnium is exactly what that person saw.
Yeah, but it isn't completely random either. The person being synced had to have experienced something that made their Somnium that way.
True, but
Listen, it's just best that you don't put too much stock into what Ryuki says right now. Wait, how did you know?
Pewter told me.
Running his mouth. I'm gonna cut his pay.
You're getting old. You should stop cruising bars.
Could you not sound like my daughter?
Daughter?
Well, yeah.
I had no idea you had an illegitimate daughter.
She's not illegitimate. It's not like a secret or anything. It's just no one ever asked. Okay, that's enough digging into my private life for the day. He was carried to the medical office last night. After a day's rest, he gathered himself and headed home.
I'm guessing he's drinking again.
should we use GPS?
No, it's fine. I won't get anything useful from him right now.
Ryuki is currently on leave. After the explosion 6 years ago, he just needs more time. I'd like to have him help with the investigation, but I don't want to put that pressure on him right now. You heard about the DNA results, right?
Yeah, Peter told me last night.
The DNA extracted from Jin's right half 6 years ago. The base sequence was an exact match with the left half that was found. A 100% match. They definitely belong to the same person.
But how is that possible? Masked woman?
The shady chick who tried to shoot me with a gun.
Oh, her. We're looking into her based on what Iva recorded. But we haven't found anything yet. No witness statements either.
Maybe she's with Terror.
Why would you think that?
Well, she looked like a bad guy.
As a police officer, you should refrain from judging by appearances.
Hey, Mizuki. Aren't you forgetting something?
Huh? Was it?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm your superior. You should be more respectful when talking to me.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Sir, yes, sir. Aye, aye, sir. I'll be careful, boss lady.
Teenagers.
So, what are you going to do now, Mizuki?
I think I'm gonna head to the stadium. There might be some leads that only I can find.
Sounds good. But, as I said before, don't push yourself too hard.
Yeah.
Respectful.
Roger that, Sergeant.
Sheesh.
The body's been taken away.
Of course. The winter cold may help, but the body would still naturally decompose if left unattended. They also needed to perform an autopsy.
I just wish I could have examined it a little more.
Why not use my function?
What function?
This is not your first crime scene. You have done this many times before.
Oh, that!
Indeed.
Iva, please do your thing.
At once. I am replaying the scene from when the body was found. I have scanned from edge to edge for this recreation.
I really can't get used to this. It's like going back in time. But I thought I remembered officers being around.
Oh, right. This would be our first time seeing the scene this way. When creating a VR space for an investigation, irrelevant information is not replicated.
Got it.
Now, let us begin. The point I am most curious about is,
How the body was carried over there.
as I previously stated, no footprints were found at the scene. Let us focus our investigation on that fact first.
Alright. Confirm the status of the corpse. Wow. Thermal. Just look at her in this. Wow. Let's check what this is.
What's this? Hey, look at the halfway line. It's hard to tell because of the white chalk, but...
I see slight grooves in the ground with the X-ray mode. Is this a tire tread?
a bike, maybe.
If that were the case, we would see evidence of 2 overlapping tire treads. But there is only the one.
So, something with one wheel. This tire track. It looks familiar. There's something in the grass.
It appears to be a screw.
The grass was so long you couldn't see it with the naked eye. The temperature is a little lower here. It's like something spilled.
This is related to specific heat capacity.
What's that?
Basically, it is how easily something heats up or cools down. Something that heats up and cools down easily has a low specific heat capacity.
So I have a low specific heat capacity.
You have the opposite! Anyway, as you can see, the melted snow has caused water to begin to pool. However, whatever liquid spilled here has a lower specific heat capacity than water, so you perceive it as being colder.
Any idea on what it could be?
Analysis complete. It is an oil used for lubricating machines.
Machine oil, huh? Every time I see this, it hits me that this is really Jin Furue. It's crazy that the other half of his body was found 6 years later.
The cause of death was the body becoming severed in 2. He was cut at a molecular level, identical to the right half that was found 6 years ago. The culprit is most likely terror.
And no other damage to the body besides being cut in half, right?
None.
Nothing like falling from a great height?
Impossible. If that had happened, there would be signs of impact damage to the body.
I got an idea. Could someone else have gotten plastic surgery to look like him?
I suggest using the X-ray mode to find out. If there was any surgery, you would see chiseled bone or silicone. There would be internal evidence left behind. His bone structure is standard. Nothing has been done to his face, nor his body.
So you're saying
There is no evidence of plastic surgery.
It's Jin for sure.
That should complete the investigation. Using the evidence we found, we can replay Terror's actions.
How did Terror move the body to where it was found? That's what we need to figure out.
Let us begin.
How is the body carried without leaving footprints?
We should consider how exactly it was carried.
How the corpse ended up where it did.
Yes.
There was no additional damage to the body. If it was dropped from above or thrown from somewhere, that wouldn't be the case.
Correct. Now consider the lack of footprints.
There were no footprints. But we did find other prints, right?
What specifically?
Right here, on the halfway line. You see,
Something with one wheel was used to carry the body.
something with just one wheel made this track.
What was it?
I think it was a robot. The screw we found in the grass. And the machine oil? You have to think they're connected.
Perhaps a one-wheeled robot. But we cannot conclude that it was a robot based on this evidence alone.
I guess not. But those tire marks looked familiar.
Let us imagine it was a mono-wheel robot, and it carried the body along the halfway line.
Yeah.
Let us begin recording.
Huh? Recording?
Okay, Miss Star in the Making. I am the director/cameraman, Aiba Kurosawa.
Kurosawa?
You don't know Kurosawa?
Oh, right! That guy.
I am going to start rolling soon, so please show me your best acting.
Hold on. I don't even know what this is.
No talking back to your director. You're an actress.
I'm a police officer.
That is basically the same thing. For both jobs, you need to show some skin.
Neither job requires showing skin.
Enough worrying about the little details. You simply need to play the part of Terror.
Why?
Let us begin. Ready? Action!
My name is Terror. 'Twas I who cut Jin in half. Now I shall carry this corpse to the center of the pitch.
Oh, this is some superb acting. So, how are you going to accomplish that?
Using this! I'll use this robot remotely and... This is hard. Things look dicey there, but I got it back! Whew! I did it.
Cut! Wonderful. Great acting. I especially liked the performance of your eyes. You have the eyes of someone who has actually killed a man before.
Can you not say that, please? Anyway, this robot. Aiba, you were thinking the same thing, huh?
Yes, I saw it before as well.
Shoma's one-wheeled robot.
Do you recall the grooves on that tire?
But it just can't be. Shoma can't be Terror.
Despite the circumstances, the possibility is not zero.
No way.
The best thing to do is confirm with him directly.
Where is Shoma?
Unknown.
Really?
I cannot locate his GPS signal. His smartphone is either off or somewhere with no reception.
So sending a Nile message is pointless too. Guess we have no choice but to look for him. Where could Shoma be?
Naturally, we should head to the Enda residence. There is also a high likelihood of him being at Ramen or Matsushita Diner.
I think I've seen him testing his robot at Yoyagi Park too.
While not directly related to Shoma, there are records of Jin Furue being hospitalized at Central Hospital.
Maybe we can ask about Jin too.
We should also head to Sekiba High.
That's where the second body in the HB case was found.
Where should we go first?
With that, we'll end the episode off right here. Like, comment, subscribe. Shark6TV, and I'm signing out.